Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we have another video for you. Back by popular request, we have a car review on this absolute beauty behind me.
I'm just gonna drive.
So this, what you see here, is a 2025 Hyundai Tucson, and it's a hybrid, and it's the N line, which I believe is the sportier line with Hyundais. And to be honest, I've been quite impressed by this car with the 300 miles I've put on it in the last 2 days. But it has a few quirks that I am not very fond of. Let's get into it, guys. Absolutely stunning interior, big wraparound screen that incorporates the dials and everything, and then on here you get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But first of all, let's look at the key. What is that? I simply do not like that whatsoever. There's the boot release, got these spare bit. Just doesn't feel nice in the hand. And there's the actual key section for the door. Oh, if you need to get in it, this isn't working. Something I do like though is this steering wheel. It feels absolutely lovely. My one complaint is it's a little bit thin, but other than that, it's very nice. I found it very strange how it doesn't say Hyundai here. It just seems to be quite a plain steering wheel, but it does have the N line here, which is very, very nice. So this model that we've got here does come with a wireless charging pad for your phone, 2 generous cup holders, a big storage compartment here, a big storage compartment which goes right under here, which you do occasionally lose stuff in, and look at the digital display for the air conditioning controls. And yes, if you can see it, that is cooled seats. Fantastic feature, absolutely love it, because especially when it's been a warm day, like now it's still 24 degrees and it is 9:15 at night. Love the blue accents as well. I've not been through all the settings to see if you can change them. Glove box is a decent size, windscreen's a little bit dirty, and up here we have there's no roof. It is a glass panoramic roof with an opening sunroof, which is all controlled by this one button here, which is absolutely lovely. It's got the wind guard here, so you can have it on the motorway whilst you're strolling, just not cruising down the road. All your usual stuff, your searches, your change songs, your hazard lights are all in good places. Start stop button, because this is keyless as well as keyless entry. As long as you've got the keys on you, this car will open with just the touch of the button. Now, this screen also is your camera. So you put it in reverse. I'm not going to put it in reverse at the minute. I'm just going to press this little button here. That's going to change. So now we've got the view of the car from above, and this is directly in front of us. This is directly behind us, and this is a 360 view of this car. Well, this car's black, but this one's white for some reason. Full camera system all the way around. If you manage to hit anything with this, I would be very, very surprised. That is a fantastic feature. You've also got your parking sensors as usual. You've got your downhill control for braking on and off, your auto hold for your brakes when you stop at the lights, and then you've got your drive mode. And your drive modes, you've got 2 of them. One is sport, one is eco. And as you can see there, the rev counter on the right hand side changes. So with sport, you get an actual rev counter. You can rev up, but when you put it in eco, you don't get a rev counter. You get a charging gauge, an eco gauge, and a power gauge. Does also act like a rev counter, but it works a little bit differently. And down there you can see you've got the battery. So this is a full hybrid electric. So you can drive it fully in electric, you can drive it fully powered by the engine, or you can drive it with both. And let me tell you, with both, it is beautiful and fast. So now let's move on to the back of the car, because one of these cars, you're buying it as a family car really, or just because you want something a bit bigger. So legroom is important. Being able to get a kid in the back, kids in the back even, is important. We've got a car seat in there now. Let's see what the legroom looks like. So here we go. We've got Freddie's car seat here. As you can see, ISO fixed in down there. It's got the tether point in the boot here, where it straps to make sure it's super secure. There's Fifi's car seat. I took it out before, but needed to throw it back in the boot. Look at the legroom. Honestly, I'm driving my seat quite far back, and there's still plenty of legroom there. If we just pop this door open, plenty of legroom there, absolutely loads. Now you'll see that this seat is further back than this seat, and that is because when you put the ISOFIX in, you need these to be straight, and they have a lever down here which folds the chair all the way down, puts it in a straight position, puts it in a further back straight position, or has it lounging back for relaxation mode. As you can see, ISOFIX marks down here, they're both in here, same on that side, it's all clipped in. It is 3 seats, plenty of room back here. You also get your own rear climate control settings and USB-C. But not only that, this seat and that seat are heated seats. That is a lovely feature for the rear of the car. Not that the kids are going to mind, because they're sat on the seat anyway. We also get this handy dandy window blind. Makes it a tiny little bit darker. Now all you can see is my reflection. So as I mentioned, the front of the car, got plenty of room in it, plenty of tech in it. It's really nice and a lovely place to be. The seats are very, very comfortable. The rear of the car, plenty of room once again, plenty of leg room, even if it's someone like me driving who likes to sit back quite a bit. Loads of space. Can easily get 2 car seats in there, 2 kids. Mine are 5 and 3, and they fit in there with no issue whatsoever. Perfectly fine. Boot space. Now you can see, got a car seat here. The car seat doesn't even take up that much boot space. It's got a manual folding parcel shelf, so you can hide everything that's in there if you don't want things on show. Electric tailgate. Does beep. It beeps a lot. It beeps at everything. And that goes down, closes into place nicely. You can just about see through there, so maybe pull that parcel shelf shut. Let's talk about the heart of the beast, because it's a small engine, 4-cylinder, but it puts out quite a bit of power, and it's very, very torquey, very, very fast off the line. Let me show you. So this right here is the hybrid motor. This powers the front wheels, gives it a tremendous amount of torque. It's only a 1.49 kilowatt hour system, but it's plumbed in with this. This is a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine, and combined they put out 212 brake horsepower. Now, I have never ever once showed any interest in having an electric car or a hybrid car. I like my petrols, my diesels, my combustion engines, but this is a combustion engine. Just got an electric motor to help it out, and that electric motor helps push it along, gives it the 260 odd newton meters of torque that it's got, and helps it shift down the road a lot quicker. So maybe hybrid's the future. Definitely not electric for me, but maybe hybrid. It does get around 47 mpg, so pretty decent for a family car. I suppose that's if it's driven economically and well. Over the 300 miles we've done in it over the last 2 days, it has got 39 mpg, so still not too shabby. I'm currently sat in the passenger seat. Look at this driver's seat. It is so soft, so nice. It's got a beautiful headrest. Honestly, I really love the interior of this car. One of the things I really don't like is the exterior. I think it's so ugly. Like, it is just not a good looking car. They've got such a good, nice, well made interior in here. I just feel like the outside of it lets it down so much. But I suppose if you buy one, you're going to be sat in it, driving it, not necessarily sat next to you at a set of lights looking at it. Because I've seen a lot of these whilst I've been driving this one, and I just think, bloody hell, what an ugly car. But so nice, so luxurious, so lovely inside. And it has so much tech. And let's get into the tech next, because some of this tech really gets on my nerves. Just before I set off on a drive to show you the little niggly electronic bits that I don't like, I've just had a quick auto trader on this. And for this exact model, with the panoramic sunroof, with the full wrap screen and everything, and the charger, is £30,000 brand new. Now, 30 grand isn't just a small amount of money, but for the equivalent, let's say, you're probably talking large Volkswagen, large Audi, BMW X5, it's going to be double that price. And I don't think it's worth double the money. This is a beautiful car, and I'm very impressed with it. It's beautiful on the inside. Sorry, the outside is ugly, but I think with everything that's in here, I think 30 grand is fantastic value for money for this car, especially if you're looking for a brand new family car which you can run and put some miles on. Don't forget as well, wait 6 months for these to become 6, 7, 8 months old, and they'll have dropped 5-6 grand off that price. You can get like 2022, 23 versions of this for around £19,000-20,000 with low mileage. So, might be worth it. Oh, I've just remembered something. I've not shown you how it goes into gear. This is an automatic, and it's the first time I've ever seen this in a car. Now, you may have seen it before. I'm used to a centre console, gear stick, gear lever, something. Even with like manuals, you have it there in the centre, don't you? This isn't. Let me show you where it is. So look, you can see the steering wheel. Can anybody see it yet? It's here. And you've got to twist it up for drive, twist it down for reverse, press the button for park, and then the handbrake is down there. I have never, ever seen that before, and it took me by surprise a little bit when I first picked this car up a few days ago. Right, let's go for a spin. Right, so let's talk about the features on this car that I'm not particularly fond of. So, like most modern new cars, it comes with lane control. So what that means is, if it looks like you're changing lane, but you're not indicating, it will pull you back into your own lane. This is a feature in most modern cars you can turn off. And it looks like you can turn it off in this. But then if it's not happy with you, it turns itself back on. You've got a button here on the steering wheel. It has steering control to help you stay in your lane and stay in the right position. And it has lane control to make sure you don't swerve out of your lane. You can turn them both on, like that. They're both lit up green. Or you can turn them both off and they'll just go to a dark shade of grey. Now they're both off right now. I guarantee in a moment they will both be back on, because they just want to come back on. I don't understand it. Don't know why. They just do. Also, right now we are in a car park. My dash is telling me it's got a 30 mile an hour speed limit. I know that as soon as I turn out onto that road just over there, it's 40 mile an hour. But this will stay at 30 mile an hour for a few moments until I'm assuming there's a camera system in the car which will catch a sign, or it'll update with mapping systems which tell it it's 40. But it takes a few minutes. And in that few minutes, it will start binging, bonging, making noise to make sure you know that you're going over the speed limit, even if you're not. This does that if you drive through a school zone, which are temporary speed limits during the week, during school hours, and it says 20 mile an hour. This will instantly think, if you're doing 30 on a Sunday, you're speeding. He is speeding in his Mercedes, but I'm sure it's not beeping at him like this is going to beep at me. Now, at the minute, we are currently in what we're in. We're in eco mode, which feels a little bit sluggish. I do have a readout on the dash here, which can tell me where the power's coming from. So at the minute, we are being powered directly from the battery system. The battery is currently at 50% charge, so I'm assuming the engine's going to kick in soon and start charging that whilst we're running on the battery system. So it gives us three options whilst we're in eco mode. We've got charge, so if we're going slow, we're in traffic, it'll charge, the engine will come on to charge the battery and the electric motors will run the wheels. Then we're in eco mode, where the electric motors will do 90% of the work and the engine will charge the battery still, but to put a little bit into the tyres because you must be going a little bit faster. Then we've got power mode, where it just shoves everything to the front wheels and gives you some power. Like this. Now, you don't know what speed I'm doing, but everything kicked in then to give it some power. If we switch over to sports mode, which is much better, it feels a lot more responsive straight off the bat. And there you go. This is 2 lanes. I was struggling a little bit between the two, but it is now almost 10 o'clock night on a bank holiday Monday, and the roads are very quiet. This speed limit is 40, I'm doing 38, but it's binging at me because it thinks it should be 30. We're going to come up to a repeater sign now which says 40. I reckon this is going to change. There we go, change to 40. We're still doing 38, so there we go. So at the minute, the engine is doing all the work. It's powering the front wheels and it's charging the battery system. I'm currently doing 40 mile an hour. This is an automatic. It has 6 gears, which is a bit low for an automatic. Normally they tend to have slightly more, but it's a 6-geared automatic. When you are coming up to, like, let's say motorway or dual carriageway speeds, it likes to rev excessively, and it's one of them things where you're telling the car to change gear because it sounds like it's going to blow up. Change gear, but and then it eventually does when it's about 5,000 RPM. Obviously it is a petrol, so it will rev out, but it can change gear a lot earlier. It just doesn't seem to want to. So still, right now we're using the engine for the front wheels and to charge the battery. The battery is just over 50% charge now. It doesn't take much to charge. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Since we picked this car up, we've done 357 miles, and we've actually averaged 36 mpg, which is a bit lower than I thought. And we've still got a range, well, a fuel gauge saying 164 miles. So it's going to give us 500 miles out of the tank. That is pretty phenomenal for such an economical car. Well, it's not really phenomenal, is it? It's an economical car. It's supposed to do that. It's a nice family car. In front of us now we've got an SQ8, and he's booting it, so let's try and keep up with him. See what I mean? It's just revving. Then we change gear. He could have changed gear a lot sooner. Let's just close this panoramic roof because it's getting a little bit windy in here. Very nice. Way. Let's get out of their way. Luckily enough, I wasn't doing anything wrong, speeding or anything like that. So now we're in hybrid mode. So hybrid mode is when the engine and the battery is working together to power the wheels. Police have gone right. we'll go left. Oh, but the car wanted me to go right. That's another thing. If you're driving down a street with cars parked in the road and you've got to drive round them, this will try and pull you back into them. I do not like that feature whatsoever. I've had it on other cars before. I've always been able to turn it off fully. This car just keeps kicking it back in. And it literally you've got to drag the steering wheel back from it because it's trying to pull it out of your hands to stay in your lane, but there's a parked car in your lane. But then also, if it does drag you towards the parked car, then it'll slam the brakes on for you because it's got emergency braking and radar and all that jazz. It does have... Oh, see? I'm driving straight and it's trying to pull me to the left. Don't know why. It's very annoying. It also does have cruise control, and it'll set me to 1 car distance behind. If I press that one, it's 2, and I can have up to 4 different distance settings from the vehicle in front. So now I'm locked onto this SQ8 that's in front of me. We're on a 60 mile an hour road. He's doing 60. Cruise control I've set to 65, but we're doing 60 mile an hour because we are staying directly behind him. I don't even have to touch the steering wheel at this point because it has taken over once again to keep us in our lane and steer us straight. It does have the guided steering. We're going to stay out. There we go. Guided steering kicked in because the lane assist was pulling us to the left. It will tell you to grab hold of the steering wheel because it doesn't like you not touching it. But if you do come up to a slight bend, it will turn it, go around it for you. Don't ask how we know. Tested. Many years ago in an Audi TT, it took a full corner for us before it asked us to grab the wheel. That's me and wifey, by the way, if you're wondering who I'm talking about. The camera system as well, you can just press that button and it'll come on. Say you're thinking, oh, somebody's up my bum or something like that, you can put it on and you can see who's behind you, etc. That's the thing. Some of the gadgets I really like. I like the camera system. I like that you can see all the way around the car. You're parking. You can see how far each car is to your left and right. You can make sure you're straight in the lines. It does all that for you. But the system with keeping you in lane and stuff like that, I think sometimes it could be quite dangerous. And I don't like it whatsoever. I'd much rather drive myself. I am a driver. I want to be able to take control of the car. When the car keeps trying to take control back, I don't like it. This car also does have a heads-up display, which I've never had in a vehicle before, which sounds quite surprising because I've drove a lot of vehicles over the years. But one thing I find very confusing about this is, from my seating position, I've got the seat as low as it'll go, and it's quite far back, because even though I'm not that tall, my legs are quite long, I have to duck to see the entire thing. So when you're just doing speed, or like you're speeding now and going down a road, it'll tell you your speed, tell you what the speed limit is, it'll tell you to stay in your lane. When you're using a sat nav to direct you, at the top of it, it'll come up with turns and how many miles. But that's completely cut off for me. I have to duck to see it because of where the camera system comes from in the car. It must be designed for quite small people in mind, because I'm not that big. I'm only 5'11", which I hate saying. I've said for so many years that I'm 6 foot, but I'll be honest, I'm 5'11". I'm a shorty. It does have the mirrors as well that flash up to say somebody's overtaking you, and it also does that on the heads-up display. It flashes up red to the side you're being overtaken from, so you can't move over. Oh! I nearly forgot a feature that really took me by surprise. So if you put the indicator on, so on the dash here, right in front of me, to the left is the speedo, to the right is the rev gauge. If I indicate to the left, the speedo will disappear, and I will get a view of the left of this car to make sure I don't hit a cyclist. And it does the same for the rev gauge when we're turning right. I found it absolutely mental. I've never seen something like that before. It was really funny. It does also have flappy paddles if you want to change gear yourself, which is nice if you want to have a proper drive, not just driving automatic. And then if you hold the change up gear, it'll change back to just a full automatic. If you don't, it'll just keep you in whatever gear you're in and keep you revving for ages and ages and ages. So all in all, I love the interior, the space. The boot is big, the seats are comfy, you got plenty of leg room, heated and cooled seats, you got a really nice aircon system, you got Apple CarPlay, you got everything you need with that sort of stuff. You've got the panoramic roof, which is lovely on a lovely hot day like today. It's still 24 degrees, it's 10 o'clock at night, it's a warm day. It was 32 this afternoon when we got back in the car, and opening that just lets all the heat out straight away. So like I said, this car, if you go and buy one brand new, you're looking at just over £30,000, which isn't a bad price at all, I don't think. For the equivalent Audi, Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes, anything like that, for the equivalent of them, you're talking probably double the money. So you can't complain with the price. It is a decent price for a brand new car. This is a brand new car. It's got 4,000 miles on it. It was only registered a few months ago. It's a hire car. It's not my car. We hired it because obviously most of you know our Audi got smashed into. It got sent to the body shop for repair. The courtesy car we were given was a Toyota Yaris, which is very small, and we'll be squeezing the kids in it. But then we were going to John O's wedding and we wanted something a bit more comfortable to drive down in. So me and wifey hired this for a few days. And honestly, for them few days, it has been lovely. The cooled seats, whilst it's been nice and warm. The loads of leg room, it kept it comfy for the journey. The wireless charging pad, because I forgot my phone charger, came in a dream. And all in all, this car has been lovely. I love the interior. I love the way it drives, apart from these little features. You can probably hear it binging and bonging now because there's a school there. So it's saying this is a 20 mile an hour road, but it's only a 20 mile an hour road when school is active. That's what the signs say. I really enjoyed driving it, and it's so comfortable and effortless. It's not a driver's car. If you're a driver's car, buy something fast, sporty, without all the electronics. This is a lovely family car, and me and wifey were even discussing it before. It would be something we'd consider if we ever decided to get rid of the Audi. We don't want to get rid of the Audi, obviously, but this would be a consideration because we were blown away with how nice it is inside. And the back seats, plenty of room for the kids, honestly. Even when they come out of car seats and they start growing up and they're adults, plenty of room back there. Absolutely fantastic. The outside, ugly, an acquired taste, shall we say. But hey, it's not a fashion show, is it? We don't all have to dress up smart. This is the ugly duckling on the outside and the beautiful princess on the inside. Don't know what I'm doing now. Losing the plot. But let me just quickly pull over so I can show you these indicators, because I think they are very cool. Right, I've just quickly stopped. So here you can see speedo, rev gauge. Currently nothing going on because we're in idle mode. But indicator start, let's indicate left. And you get a view out of the left. Let's indicate right. And you get a view out of the right. How cool is that, honestly? When I first indicated after driving this away, I was shocked at how cool it was. And there is the car. There's the battery. It's nearly full. Let's see if it'll rev. There we go. So that's the engine now, charging the battery whilst we're revving. Back to idle mode. I know you've not seen it, but this does do Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's also got its own built-in system if you just want to use Bluetooth. You can even get the weather up. You can't complain with that, can you? The mood lighting all around is very nice. Fifi's left the light on in the back. The rear seats are lovely. Front seats are lovely. And all in all, I really like this car. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think of this car. I think it would be a fantastic family car, a family run around, throw the kids in the back, go on family days out, go on trips, stuff like that. Like I said, It's not too expensive. It has a lot of tech, a lot of cool gadgets in it. Big boot, lots of room, lots of seating room, and all in all, it is a pleasure to drive. It's really, really nice to drive. There's one issue that I was thinking about. I have no idea of the longevity of a hybrid engine. It is a 1.6 litre petrol. It high revs all the time. And I think with planned regular maintenance, obviously, it'll be fine. But then the hybrid motor, what if something goes wrong? They're not cheap to replace. They're not cheap to repair. Could that just write this car off completely? I don't know. Like, I don't know the longevity of these cars. If you've had a car like this, a hybrid, like this is classed as a full electric vehicle, because it can run fully electric. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see any more car reviews, let me know down in the comments. I did film a couple of van reviews a little while back, but never got around to posting them, so I may dig the footage out and see if we can get them uploaded as well. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Time for me to go home. Bye bye.